Hello, my name's Tina MacDonald, and today I'd like to have a look at working with your inner child. In counselling, this is something that often pops up, particularly in a field of work that I am involved in, which is childhood abuse. So often the child is trapped within the adult, still trying to protect, still offering coping strategies, ways in which you can survive the unimaginable and live another day. Specifically, working in the present is helpful when counselling with the inner child. So marrying the child, as it were, with the person sitting. The adult and the child are together. The unconscious bias from the child is something that we can safely, slowly work at together and having a look at to say, what does that inner child need to hear in order to trust the adult, to learn new coping strategies and to be able to get through each day as an adult without the child still there to support. The subpersonality that takes over in a crisis. Is there a wound that we need to find a safe, comfortable, caring place so that wound can heal? And what does your inner child need to hear? What do they need you to do in order to trust that from here it's okay? As an adult, I've got it. So trauma, mental, physical, sexual, all layers of abuse committed against a person at a time of childhood, they form and develop the emotional content of childhood. They offer repressed memories. They offer the need, absolutely, for extreme self-care. And they need, perhaps with a counsellor, at your pace, to be able to look at a caring angle on shame, guilt and blame, because often those are the three things that the inner child brings with them. They bring a sense of shame at what happened during my childhood. They bring a sense of guilt. Did I do something wrong? How will others view me once they know this terrible secret that only we know? And blame. Maybe I shouldn't have gone back to that house. Maybe I shouldn't keep going back to the Sunday school, the sports event, the whatever it was where it happened. Maybe it was me returning, and so therefore I have self-blame. So these are all learnt behaviours from your inner child at a time of stress during the abuse. Perhaps you weren't allowed to be emotional during the abuse. So as a child, you learnt that being emotional was not acceptable. And therefore, as an adult, being emotional could have an effect on your relationship, on how you interact with those that are expecting a different layer of love, trust, understanding. All of the things that your inner child is reminding you come from a place of fear, a place of danger. It's about not having to blame others. It's not about, for example, blaming child to parent, allowing it to happen, caregivers, the perpetrators, all of those things. The blame that's involved with that comes with the child too. But it's about accepting you cannot change what happened. The only thing you can change is how you react to what happened and how you deal with things as the adult after the event that the child experienced. And it's about, it's okay, I've got it from here. With a counsellor, you can decide which is the way forward for your healing. How can we let go of anger that you might have? How can we develop self-worth for you as an adult? And how can we look at perhaps abandonment issues that the child might also bring with them? And anxiety. How can we harness joy? How can we harness some unconditional positive regard for yourself, by yourself? And that's by working with the inner child. Maybe having a look at photos of when you were a child in that situation. Maybe having a look at other children that you love in your life and saying, that's actually the age I was at, so therefore how can I blame myself? How can I carry guilt? That innocent little child was not the person that started, or was at fault for it repeating. And so working with your inner child is something that, together with a counsellor, can be helpful. So I hope that was another little look, a little counselling conversation towards the type of issues that come into the counselling room and ways in which we can work. And I hope it's helpful. Thank you for your time. Please subscribe, leave comments, give us a thumbs up, have a look at the website. But most of all, take care. Thank you. Bye-bye.